Welcome to the Astro Imaging Journey channel. Please enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. And in this episode I want to respond to Jessica Jones. She asked the question, how do I find the scale? And I believe she has an ES80 with an ASI1600. Well, there's two ways that I know of, or two ways that I have used, and one requires nothing other than an image. The other way is to use SGP. Now, you can do the math and all that good stuff, but you need to know your pixel size, your focal length, and all that good stuff. And if you don't want to do the math, I'm going to show you two ways to accomplish this. And the first you need to do is take an image. So you can take an image using your ASI cap. You can take one using SGP if you're using SGP, or you can use fire capture. Whatever imaging software you're using to capture your images, put your telescope on some patch of the sky where you get a decent amount of stars that hopefully the plate solver can capture or solve the image, and then basically do a plate solve. So what I'm going to demonstrate here is two ways that I would do it if I needed to do so for a new camera, a new rig, whatever. So the first place I want to go is I'm going to go to Astrometry. I believe it's .net. Yes, there it is. So we've got those. Okay. Now in here you can do an upload. And then on the upload page, we do a choose file. And I'm just going to go in here to this dumbbell nebula, and I'm just going to pick one. I want them to all be the same. So I'm going to pick this luminance here from 6/6/2021. We'll open that and we're going to upload. Now you'll notice here it does say it has to be either JPEG, GIF, PNG, or FITS. So that you'll have to make sure you have one of those formats. Since these were FITS, that works perfectly fine for me. And doesn't look like it's doing much, so you got to look in the upper left on your tab and look for the little thinking circle. So it's uploading the image, and so now it has uploaded, and now it is processing. There we go. It says processing. It will automatically refresh every 10 seconds. So now this might take a little bit, and there we go. It says success. So what we want to look for here is this square root line, and there is our scale. 0.407356 arc seconds per pixel. So that is one way. You don't need anything, you don't need to do any math. You don't need to do anything else other than already have an image. So like I said, use ASI cap, SGP, fire capture, whatever you want to capture an image of any patch of the sky, upload it here, let it process, and it'll tell you your scale right here. So that is pretty decent, and like I said, free. The other way we can do it is through SGP itself, and it does not matter if you have your scale set up or excuse me, your plate solver set up or not. So we've got astrometry.net, PlateSolve 2, we've got a couple options on here, and then the blind solve failover. So I can use either PlateSolver 2 or PlateSolve 2 or astrometry.net. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to File, Open Image, and we're going to come up here to Blinked Good. Is this? Yep. We're going to do the Dumbbell Nebula. And again, we're going to look for that 6.6. So it should be that image right there. We're going to do an Open. Now we've got that image open in SGP. I can right click on it. And right here we can do a plate solve. And this was M27. And it already has the scale in there. You can do a blind solve or you can just do a solve. Since I have PlateSolve 2, I'm just going to do a solve. That all looked good, and there we have a scale of 0.41. So if we remember from astrometry.net, that one solved at a 0.407. So 0.7 rounded up would be a 1. So 0.41. That's pretty good. So we match there. We can also, let's see, I believe we can look in the fits headers. And there's our scale here. Now, this may auto-populate from, I am not sure if SGP will populate that or calculate that for us based on the values we've inputted, or if this was a value I put in manually. Either way, you can look at the fits headers, see if the scale is in there. If it's not, excuse me, you can right click on the image, plate solve, that'll get you your scale, and also use nova.astrometry.net and upload one of your images there. Otherwise, you're going to have to do the math and Google. You'll have to Google it. I don't have the math in front of me, which actually, let's just go ahead. Okay, so did a little Googling and came over to astronomy.tools. Interesting. And they've got a calculator. And in here we can do, let's do a custom scope. So for me, mine was a Celestron EdgeHD 11-inch. Let's see, there we go. My camera is an ASI, or is it? It's a 1600mm Pro. select that one. So there's our focal length. I do have a 0.7 reducer. And there we go. So we've got a resolution of 0.4 arc seconds per pixel. And so Jessica, you had the ESD or the ES80, I believe. Would it be this one here, the Lightwave 80 ED? Let's look at that one. I'm assuming no focal reducer. And there you go. There's your resolution if that is your telescope. And your resolution is 1.57 arc seconds per pixel. So I hope that helps you out, or anybody really. So you've got 3 different ways to find it. One, come here, plug in your information. It looks like it's got most of the telescopes in there, as well as your cameras. Validate your focal length is correct and your camera's pixel size. If you're using a focal reducer, so when I, for example, I use the Celestron C11 EdgeHD, that is a 2800mm telescope. I do know that my pixel size is 3.8 micrometers, or is that nanometers? Can't remember. Anyways, and then I had the focal reducer to bring that down to about 1920, I believe. And that gives me the resolution. So this would be the first option if you didn't want hard value. This would be an estimate. Now, of course, your focal length is going to change based on your focus. If you're, if it's colder out and you have to pull in the camera a little bit, it's going to change your focal length by a few millimeters, so that might change your resolution a little bit. But either way, second option, take an image using whatever program you want, upload it to nova.astrometry.net. That'll give you your scale. And then the third option, if you have SGP, open it in SGP, plate solve it in there, let the pop-up window display what your scale is. So there's your 3 options. I hope you all found this helpful and informative. And yeah, so I will catch you in the next one. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. And again, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Clear skies. Talk to you later.
Thank you for watching yet another video from the Astrometry Junior channel. Really appreciate your viewership. In our upper right, we have the latest video we've uploaded. In our lower right, we have what YouTube might think you would enjoy. And in the lower left is our subscription button. Please like this video, subscribe if you so choose. As always, clear skies. Have a good one.